Televisa presenta.
Hi, welcome everybody to our presentation, and today we will explain the historical development of administration in different eras, which are primitive era, agricultural period, Greco-Latin antiquity, feudalism, industrial revolution, and to understand how business administration is managed in the 21st century. But first of all, let's define what is management. Management is a process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the use of resources to accomplish performance goals. Now let's go with my partners to explain about the administration in different eras.
Primitive time, also called Stone Age. In this period, the human race started creating tools for activities, such as hunting, for the purpose of making the task easier to achieve and for providing food. There were other activities besides hunting, like fishing and gathering. The work was divided by age and sex. Here was the first use of administration through the working groups to achieve a goal. An example is the hunt of the mammoth. Like I just said, this time was also called the Stone Age, because here they first used stone to make tools, like these ones. One of the objectives of these tools was to survive by making fire, like this. And the other one was to provide food by killing the huge amount of species that existed in that time. Agricultural period. Here was the first time that agriculture appeared. Entered the division of labor by age and sex. With the appearance of the state, it was marked the beginning of civilization, science, literature, politics, writing, urban planning, and social classes emerged. Development of great civilizations. They relied on the administration of collective work and attributes. There were also advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are controllable food supply. Create a food surplus, have to do more activities, trade and barter. Agriculture can be done all over the world. The disadvantages are change the environment of the planet. Too much food is not always good for people and the surroundings. Farming is hard. The herders were the people who domesticate animals.
In the Greco-Latin antiquity, the Greeks and Egyptians organized public affairs by office, and the chief officials were held responsible for administrating justice, maintaining law and order, and providing attendance. The Romans developed a more sophisticated system under their rule, creating distinct administrative hierarchies for justice, military, finance and taxes, and foreign affairs, and internal affairs, each with its own chief state officials. An elaborate administrative structure, they're imitated by the Roman Catholic Church, covered the entire empire with the hierarchy and officials reporting the emperor to their superiors as part of the devolution and of administration history. But this sophisticated structure disappeared after the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century, but many of its practices continue into the Byzantine Empire. The feudalism is a political, economic, and social system that was developed in European countries during the Middle Age. It began around the 5th century when the central political authority, the Western Empire, disappeared. Until the 12th century, this change taking place after a boom The Roman Empire fell. The emergence of feudalism occurred thanks to the fact that the kings needed help to defend their possessions, thus resorting to the nobles, whom he rewarded with land and power, creating fiefs that are divided into 5 large areas. Up to the top goes the king, followed by the high nobles such as the lords, followed by lower nobility, peasants and artisans, and finally the slaves and servants who had to pay the taxes. As a consequence, I leave rural economy, disappearance of free trade, private protection, among others.
The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a period of great mechanization and innovation that began in Britain in 18th and early 19th centuries and spread across much of the world. The British Industrial Revolution was dominated by the exploitation of coal and iron. The Industrial Revolution created an increase in employment opportunities. The wages in factories were higher than what individuals earned farmers. As factories became more widespread, additional managers and employees were required to operate them, increasing the supply of jobs and overall. The appearance of several inventions and discoveries like the steam engine opened the doors to a new industrial development and the creation of new manufacturing systems.
Wow, that was really interesting. Now, let me explain you or talk about the business administration in the 21st century. Jeez, I forget what I had to say. I remember what I had to say. Business administration in the 21st century can be managed by using a variety of techniques and strategies that are designed to optimize organizational performances and achieving strategic objectives. Some key ways that business administration is managed in the 21st century is data-driven decision-making, digital transformation, and sustainability and corporate social responsibility. Overall, business administration in the 21st century is managed by using a range of strategies and techniques that are designed to improve organizational performances, enhance customer experiences,
The contents in this video are just a few examples of how important management is. Throughout the whole history of our world and the many countries in it, development has been thanks to management implemented by the ones in power, who use different strategies to get their population to the goals they set, whether they be monetary or overall developmental. It is very important for us to learn what good management is so that we can implement it on our daily tasks and get the best results.
I manage my department, and I've been doing that for several years now. And God, I've learned a lot of life lessons along the way.
Your department's just you, right?
Yes, Jim, but I am not easy to manage.
¡Wow! ¡Aplausos! ¡Aplausos!